Bourbon Barkeep. Let's go.
We're here. We're doing it.
All right. So this one's going to be a little more conversational. Mm-hmm. We want you all to join us. So if you all happen to have a bottle of the Bottled and Bond Holladay, Missouri bourbon.
The 6 year, yeah.
6 year.
100 proof.
It is very rare to sit there and see a small distiller. Mm-hmm. No negative. Almost a good thing.
Sure.
Small distiller goes full 6 years.
Yep.
So we're both Kansas City, Missouri area.
Mm-hmm. Grew up here, born and raised, love it. If you ever have the opportunity to accept a job here, highly suggest. It's wonderful.
Definitely incredible food, incredible cocktails. The distilleries are blowing up at this point. Mm-hmm. Ben Holladay at Holladay Distillery, the same idea.
Exactly.
So they came to be, they found like a Lewis and Clark map, it seems like. Mm-hmm. Limestone Spring, came here from Kentucky, 1856, and they were like, you know what?
Let's set up shop.
Let's do some bourbon. We're from Kentucky. Mm-hmm. Let's do some bourbon. And from what I've heard, it's legit.
Yeah.
So we saved this for our first episode. Give a shout out to the Kansas City area.
Want to do something that hasn't been done a ton of times.
Yep.
Blown up recently, so this is kind of just burst onto the scene, and yeah, excited about it for sure.
So they're out, small town, Weston.
Mm-hmm. What was that, like an hour east of here, something like that?
I think it may be less than that.
No kidding? Okay.
I know that they store their barrels in a sick cave.
For sure.
I mean, if you're not storing your barrels in a cave, what are we doing?
If that doesn't shout Missouri, then what does?
Yeah.
Northwest especially.
The people are here to figure out, is this good?
Mm-hmm. What do you say we find out?
I want Tom.
What do you say we find out? See you.
Cheers. Got a little Glencairn glass. Mm-hmm. This was open 10
minutes ago.
15 minutes ago at this point.
Yeah, let it breathe.
So
beautiful color to it.
I would say absolutely no ethanol on the nose, at least after 10 minutes.
No, it's light, yeah. What do you get? I get caramel.
I'll go cherry.
Cheers. Am I going to be the guy that says oak, like everybody says oak? Okay, I'll be the guy. I get some oak in here, man.
You use that crutch.
I get the oak in here. That's good. That smells good.
Like we said in the intro, we're not professionals. We like bourbon.
Sure.
You all like bourbon. That's why you're here. Mm-hmm. Is this worth a buy? We'll figure it out.
Spend an irrational amount on bourbon. So, yeah.
But not in this bottle.
No. What is this, $50?
$50. I mean, I can't speak for Indiana, Ohio, wherever Holladay's out there being distributed, but ultimately, $50 here, very reasonable.
Sure. That's really good.
I mean, the cherry is.
I get the caramel big time. Yeah, I got the oak. I'm taking that.
You take your oak.
I'm going to take the oak.
All right. Man, that's smooth. I mean, you're talking 100 proof. You kind of expect a little more burn here.
It's not very hot at all.
So if I had to sit there and critique it, so it's not.
You must want more.
You don't get the hometown, hey, everything's cherry.
Sure.
The finish, it's good, but it's not long.
Yeah, there's a spices that come out in there, but yeah, you're right. It's short-lived a little bit. If I had to
baking spices,
on you,
clove for sure. But
it's cool. Nice color.
That's really good.
A walnut color almost.
What I would actually say for this is if I was not really new to bourbon, but hey, I have a bottle of Angel's Envy, just a great beginner's bourbon. How do I dip my toe into 100 proof? This is that.
This isn't going to scare you off.
No, it's not as hot as what you would think being 50%. Once again, beginner, I know nothing. Wow, that seems like a lot of alcohol. Very smooth, not a ton of burn. This is the one that I would push you to if you wanted to get into Bottled and Bond.
Sure. Yeah, if you want to upgrade from your Buffalo Traces and Wellers where you're almost a little sweeter, a little lighter, you want to have a little extra, 100 proof, very, very, very good. Not too hot going down. It's not going to overwhelm you. And does still have that sweetness to it, that caramel, those baking spices, the vanilla,
Yep.
So really, really good.
Man, yeah.
For $50, I'm buying that again and again. I'm gonna have one of those on hand.
No question. I'm happy we saved it. It did not disappoint. So what's cool about this bottle is this is one of the first ones the public actually had say in.
Okay.
So Ben Holladay, he's been doing his thing. Their master distiller is actually from K-State. Engineering degree.
Ema.
So quick shout out to the Power Cats.
It's rock chalk Jayhawk, and it always will be. But
it will be, yes. But ultimately,
credit where credit is due.
Yes. K-State at least knows how to do one thing well, and that's make a damn good bottle of bourbon.
Yeah, agriculture. See, it's kind of full circle here.
There you go. So they had the Missouri bottle, everything made in Missouri. You got the barrel, you got all the stuff.
What do you mean barrel? Like the oak from the barrel? Like the actual wood?
Oak from the barrel, the corn,
cool.
The distillery, everything to be categorized as a Missouri bourbon is right there.
Cool.
Along with your stringent rules of bottled and bond. So essentially what they did was, hey, here's these barrels, here's some tasters, pick a floor. So you probably won't be able to see, depending on how much this is zoomed in, but they actually have each floor and how much percentage of the bottle is put into each of these bottles. So you have floor 2, 62%. Apparently floor 2 was just
I was going to say floor 2 is bumping, man.
Just bumping.
Floor 2, that's where you want to be.
You got floor 3, just
that's
knocking
cool
down.
That everybody has kind of a say in the matter, you know. They're like, "Hey, this is what we like best. Let's throw it in."
Really cool stuff.
Yeah.
So whatever Holladay's doing out there, keep doing it. It's definitely a buy for me. I mean, for $50, I have.
I'm gonna have one of those on hand.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have one of those on hand.
So
cool.
I'll give it a thumbs up.
Yeah.
We did promise people that we would make them money. So right now, not NFL season, not NBA season, MLB season. Where are you bringing us to make these people some money?
Well,
or lose their house.
Sure, yeah, lose their house. Yeah. Again, tail at your own risk. Bet what you would be comfortable losing. I don't bet much on baseball. It's kind of a coin flip, I feel like. So really just looking forward to football season. So I want to put out a future. I feel like we probably should track these separately. Lock of the week, I kind of want my record to build week by week by week with, you know, spread plays, over under plays, team total plays, whatever it may be. So we'll keep season bets separate. Go ahead. Sorry.
It's nothing like giving yourself an out. So that's fine.
They will be at the end of the year. They will be totaled. They will be brought into the picture.
Okay.
But I want to track season bets separately. We still have 4 or 5 weeks to go before college football gets kicked off. So these first few episodes, I'm not going to bet a spread because those numbers have, you know, they've moved and they're long gone. So
that's true.
So something I do still like that's on the board, pretty much widely available, Clemson to win the ACC. Find it plus 160, plus 165 I've seen, but I'll just go with plus 160 because I think that's pretty widely available as of now. Turning the page over to Cade Klubnik. Dabo's obviously got a plan, and they've been really, really good more often than not. Really their only competition for the ACC is your Seminoles.
Let's go.
The Florida State Seminoles and Jordan Travis down there. You may be back. If I lose money not buying it, then so be it, but I don't buy it. I just don't. I see 9-3. I mean, even if you go 10-2, like Clemson is going to have a special year. I think Cade Klubnik is legit. Excuse me. He was 30-1 Heisman like a month ago, and now I want to say he's like 14-1. He's like the 4th highest favorite to win the Heisman now. Like he's a stud. And Clemson's schedule. You need the quarterback. Clemson's schedule is relatively reasonable at the very least. Some could say it's easy considering it's the ACC.
I would agree.
UNC's the dark horse diaper dandy type of thing that Drake May's kind of put together last year coming into this year, but it's kind of Drake May and
Drake May, stud.
It's Drake May and that's about it. So
stud. Got some Florida State guys. I would argue top 3 pregame. Chief Osceola, spear in the center. Let's go.
But yeah, so Clemson win the ACC plus 160. Book it. I will mark that down as our first season long, and as the season gets closer, we'll start diving into actual week 1, week 2 stuff when the NFL gets going too. So
big NFL fans.
Yeah.
Can't wait for the season to get kicked off.
Yeah.
Do we bring it back to bourbon real quick?
Sure.
So we will do a ongoing ranking of bourbon in terms of taste, smell, all the stuff. Ultimately, value, I feel like is going to be
Big piece.
way up there.
Big piece.
We're just not. Is bourbon really good at $200? Sure. Can we find really good bourbon at $40? Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll have our ongoing ranks, but ultimately Ben Holladay, #1 right now.
Yeah, not much competition at the moment.
Not much, like the ACC.
But yeah, it didn't cheat its way there. Really good bourbon for $50 especially. Really excited about what we tried tonight and enjoy it. Like I said, I'll be buying that for sure. $50. You kidding me?
Yes.
So
all day. $50, well spent. We may finish the bottle tonight. Celebrate episode 1 next week. Something different. We don't know.
Yeah, what do you want to do? Should we decide now or brainstorm?
Brainstorm for sure.
Okay. We'll leave you guys in the dark here. So, see you, man.
Thank you all. Cheers.
See you.